Yikes.
10 seconds remaining.
Slight problem. I forgot to actually switch the scene properly, so we're here only now. Anyway. Still caught it in time. So this draft, I did a lot of good analysis for anyone watching in-game. In any case. No harm, no foul, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Old But Gold versus Team Empire. Game number 3, the winner of this one will be up against Virtus Pro in the winner's match. Of course, the way this works is you have 2 groups, 4 teams each. The loser of the group is out. Third place gets seeded into the lower bracket of the playoffs, and the top 2 gets seeded in the upper brackets. So, Team Empire ended up winning game number 1. Lost game number 2, Old But Gold. They kind of got their...
you may now select your heroes.
I kind of like the Medusa here. But the Old But Gold, they kind of got the grips on game number 2 very early on, never really let go. And now in this one, a few interesting things here. Picking the Leshrac into the Nyx Assassin is a bit awkward, but then again, picking the Troll into the Oracle is also not ideal. Vansko should be able to have pretty good time in that sense. And then you also have the Shadow Shaman providing extra control. Sanking is very interesting indeed, so at least it's a bit of a combo with the Grimstroke, because it does work with the Burst Strike. Certainly a lot of extra teamfight control that you need to try and make the Troll Warlord and the OD be able to actually do some damage in these teamfights. But I still think that they do need these BKBs before they can really feel really comfortable. Also just gonna be counterplayed one way or the other. Either by just, again, all of this lockdown, or Centaur Warrunner just deciding, hey, yeah, I'm gonna press my R button, I'm gonna run away. In any case, Old But Gold, they get themselves a Medusa as well for G, and that's a bit of a late game insurance, to say the least. So we're getting ready to head into game number 1. Oh, game number 3. A little bit flustered right now, because, I came into the series kind of halfway through because I was originally casting VP's match that ended very quickly. But this should be a good one. My name, of course, is dragondrop. Happy to bring you these games. Good old CIS Qualifier action. Can never get enough of it. Let's go ahead and plant down a ward. Illidan once again on the lash up in the top lane. Easy Centaur on G? Is he AFK? Yeah. Sorry, G AFK. Dream said G. So did he mean G the player, or did he mean G as in go?
My purpose fulfilled.
Oh no.
You should have known better.
Oh yeah, right. I think Empire was also a bit confused, because if someone pauses and says G AFK, you could interpret it as like, oh yeah, the player G is AFK, or otherwise someone was AFK, so now we can G, we can go again, right?
Too good.
In any case, he's here now, and there's not too much time wasted. I mean, Vansko was planting down the wards, so no problem there. Now,
30 seconds to battle.
Top lane could be a bit of a tussle for the runes, perhaps. Sayuv, Madden, King R hanging around.
I see for you.
Back when Grimstroke was first introduced, I believe, this Grimstroke Sanking combo was quite powerful, or quite common, in main. It's because you could always just walk up with a Burst Strike, or and you could walk up quicker, like, because of the Inkswell. Then have the Burst Strike to follow up. Oh, the Burst Strike to go in, to follow up with the Inkswell, like, you can come up and that up in different ways. It's a lot of lockdown. Then later down the line, of course, you do have the double Burst Strike no matter what. But it's kind of been falling off. Just been more and better combos with that particular hero. But we'll see this old school classic again. leave us in the bottom lane. Sayuf, busy already with retaliate ready. So gotta be careful about clicking him too much. Can stack up quite a bit of damage here for the right situation. It's like with Vents go around. I mean, Fortune's End. We channeled it up properly. Maybe can get 2 or 3 extra right clicks off on the center. It's a lot of damage. So instead, yeah, so you will probably want to try and keep Vents go away, just leave leave Dream to his own devices. I mean, all things being equal, you should be absolutely fine here. That being said, BCZ right now is gonna have a big, juicy creep wave coming in. Ooh, just gonna catch that. Maybe catches 1 or 2? Oh, all 4, okay. Just at the edge there. Well played. Well played. No Dream. Actually a bit of trouble here. Retaliate has been used. Plus 50 or so extra damage, and Dream, he's certainly feeling it. But he's tank enough to be able to withstand that for the time being. And now, BZ. Take a bit of damage in return, actually. Difference is he does have a salve, and Dream does not have a lot of region left, actually. Another shared tango. No salve between the two of them. Quite the lane indeed. Actually, change things up a little bit as well. Some Velio down here. Let's go up top. Top's a little bit better. I mean, you have level 2 Shadow Shaman. You hit pretty hard with your right clicks. You hit pretty hard with Ether Shot. 140 damage on a single target. It's pretty powerful. Then the Shackles here to combo up with the Hoostorm like this. Potentially kill off even the next assassin. Certainly the Troll as well if you want to go for a place like this. Because if you go for the Troll, okay, Vance go. Is that the first blood here? It is indeed. Tried to deny himself. Two creeps a little bit too much. Martin on the Sanking getting that one here. Velour being chased away. So again, if you go for the Troll actually, with the Shackles, naturally Sayu will be there to immediately cancel that with the Impale. In an ideal world, at least. Alright. Now, stun. Retaliate used, but there's a Shackle to follow up on next assassin instead. Sayu's gonna take a bit of damage, to say the least, but I don't have enough control to actually bring him down in the end. So just a back and forth trying to secure the CS, and so far so good. I mean, just the fact that BZ is even slightly ahead of the Troll right now is certainly victory in this particular situation. Martin, okay, not sure if we want to go in onto the Edict like this. Almost ends up dropping to that, but he kept alive by Vance Goal Seals of all things. This top lane, kind of low on mana here, or health points. Martin just have herself another one available for Grimstroke too, so we'll be able to sustain in that department, but without mana, you can't really pressure his Dream down bottom. Ooh, Radar going in deep, almost enough damage here to bring him down, but not quite. Now him and BZZ. Whoa, very, very low Dream. There's another Shackle though, the right click's so real. Next assassin could have mangoed and stunned perhaps, but that was just Dream being greedy. There's no other way to say it. Not immediately ahead of rune time, so they should still be able to try and secure one of them. Sayub on the way is up top. Okay, King R. He tried to do the same thing, but Illidan says, nah, this is worth my time, this is important. Gonna be able to get that one. Vensko, if he wants to walk over. Ooh, 5 seconds, Martin. Very aggressive on this one here. The stun still does connect. The rune being picked up by King R. The extra slows on Vansko. To Edict, but Illidan does not want to stand inside the Sandstorm, so Martin will be fine. Tanks on herself. So what is that? 3 for 1 Pantheon in exchange, yep. And Skull trying to set up. Gets burst struck. Slowed down, so couldn't quite secure the boundary rune. Starting to take control over this lane just a little bit, just constantly chipping away, you know. It's got to keep clicking. Problem is you don't have a lot of health regen left at this point. And Sayu doesn't have anything else to give over, so you can't really tank too many creeps in the process. Okay. Get the Oracle up top, alright. Works Burst Strike into a couple of clicks, I guess. On bottom, man, BZ just continues to be harassed out, but eventually he's gonna be fine because he's the one with the Ring of Health. A couple of stick charges. Another set of tangles being picked up by Dream, so that'll be alright for him for the time being. Just gotta be so careful. Sayuf being there is the only thing that's keeping Dream alive. It's because Velo can't go for the shackles immediately. Yeah, beyond that, Centaur last single going, 17 health regen. He's gonna be absolutely fine to at least continue to sit in this lane, no matter how much Dream actually takes him. On top, cool, another fight, back and forth, Martin. Okay, another burst strike forward with the ease on the follow, this time on Illidan. They're gonna trade 1-for-1 as Vansko nukes him down, but certainly worthwhile trade. 516 gold on this killing spree. Now on bottom, oh, Dream low again. Low enough, Velor does not have enough nuke for another couple of seconds, and well, Dream, this time he's probably gonna run away. No, he's going back in! Oh, and this time it's enough to actually get the skill, but BZZ. Level 6 just yet, no way to actually close gap. But Dream? Not out of the woods yet. Illidan made the rotation down bottom. Could potentially just dive this one if they wanted to. Or could buy somewhere else, the King R. Mango given over by Sayu for the TPs. That's a smart play. Over to the shrine as well, so can actually rejoin very quickly. Kodas, what the hell are you doing here? And you're up against Medusa. So far so even here, but looks of it, I haven't really paid too much attention. It's mostly just because it's supposed to be a bit of a final matchup. BZ, he's going to end up dropping there. His Dream forces him off the ultimate. There's a disarm here. Won't be a trade.
Hello, this is Gabe Newell. Thanks for playing Dota 2.
Oh, 2-for-1, I guess. 2-for-1? 2-for-2? I have no idea what's going on anymore. King R finds a snipe on Illidan.
Sisters 3 once more.
But yeah, so mid lane is mostly one of these things where it's like OD is gonna be ahead, of course, because you can imprison and then deny, so it's we have a lot of those. And Medusa is just gonna rotate into the jungle very quickly. So not a whole lot happening there in terms of completely knocking them down, completely winning or destroying the lane, or on the way of getting kills. But it's certainly gonna be in favor of the OD in some ways, especially if you're in a position where you can actually go aggressively into the other jungle here. The Radiant have placed down some Observer wards. So I mean, G can still, of course, farm out the triangle. It's gonna be perfectly fine there, but net worth wise, OD is gonna have a bit of an advantage there. It's gonna be down to, of course, the rest of all but gold to buy the space for Medusa. Right now, they're trying to make a play for bottom lane. They got the kill. They do get the max out edict to bring down this tower, but at the same time, Dream making a rotation up top. They've already claimed the counterpart in the top lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
So 1-for-1 trade, and that's, but they're also looking for mid here. This could be big if Koda saw he's hanging around. He has no idea. There's no clue. There's some help coming. Sayuf hanging around this general area. Do you see Velior kind of sitting right next to G? Knows that something's amiss, and now they suddenly see BZZ coming in. Imprisonment. Okay, Burst Strike missing actually as Man goes in. A lot of okay, nice little double silence here from the Soulbind. King R still taking a lot of damage, but now this beautiful stuns coming through. The hammer being dropped. Oh, but gold just being annihilated. Even with the wars being dropped, Dream will be able to farm up quite a few of them if he's not messing up. Oh man, that was
to the impurities.
Beautiful recognition from Team Empire. Saying, hey, yeah, all but gold, they're gonna have more people down there, so let's bring in everybody. Drop the soulbind, double silence here, so Leshrac was just completely taken out of the fight. I mean, Illidan didn't end up dying, which is the saving grace, but now he has to spend a lot of time just walking back to base. Of course, in the meantime, everyone else dropping, so also a lot of extra fuel for Team Empire. I think there was a double burst strike in there, suddenly a lot of stuns. A lot of burst damage coming in from the Radiant side. And this is the kind of momentum that you do not want to give over if you're the team with the Medusa. Like, G needs time. He needs a lot of time. The only saving grace is, again, Empire doesn't actually have a lot of good ways to take down objectives off of these fights. Like, they don't have a Shadow Shaman, they don't have a Leshrac to help them bring down these buildings. But they do have a level 6 Nyx Assassin. He can stun up Illidan. Follow-up is there. Try to get the secondary one on BZ, but it's a lot of damage being done regardless. Illidan's still pretty damn fast, but is he fast enough? Doesn't look like it. BZ unable to help him out, but they will be set up for a counter kill. King R gonna go down in turn. Still a very worthwhile trade for Team Empire. That maybe not so much though. Dream a little bit too deep here. The rest of his team was working down bottom. He was still across the river, so
Radiant structures are fortified.
good on Old Blood Gold to be able to find that as failure. Okay, Stampede actually saves him. Not sure if that's actually worth it, honestly. I mean, it used to be quite a bit, but now that's a much longer cooldown, certainly at level 1, 110 seconds, and just to save the support,
Dire are scanning.
maybe BZZ would wish in a minute's time or so that he would have had that for some sort of extra team fight or anything. Stan Sayuf, ooh, they see him. Hansko didn't plop down that ward though. That courier would have died with quite a few items on it. I mean, no big items or anything, but still. Mentally, it just hurts quite a bit.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Now, so he's still potentially setting up in mid here. This is a Shadow Shaman. Invis not gonna last forever. Gonna make this play just now, but Shadow Shaman still hanging around. Sayuf can just line up a stun once the creep wave comes in. So it's a little TP in from Illidan. We also see Vans go NG, so yep, better not, you know, better not. Now the pings up top. Dream, yeah, the ward coverage is so good for the Radiant, but I didn't actually see this one here. That was a smoke rotation, but Spidey sense is still tingling. Means the Dream will be safe. Old but Gold, they are setting up for tier 1 push in the top lane. Illidan, of course, maxed out Diabolic Edict will make this very easy. If the fight starts to break out, you can also drop in the wards on top of it.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But the question is,
Dire's
Empire, what do you want to
bottom
do?
tower is under
Looks like they
attack.
want to trade for mid. Dream, starting to work away at that. Well, we'll start soon with the DD rune, which is
Dire's
probably the
middle
best
tower
call,
is
like,
under
unless you're
attack.
already in position to take a fight or have some extra initiation. But that being
Radiant's
said, though,
top tower is under attack. Dire's
still kind
middle
of seeing
tower
whether they can
has
find an angle here. They do have the combos up and running, but the tower's already dead.
Radiant's top
They did
tower
commit to
has fallen.
Shaman Wards early. 8,000 Zenking. That's, I can't say I've seen that one before, but it's the new cool thing here. Sayufan reveals himself here from stun over into the Leshrac. Illidan, that's get ulted up. I think there should be enough damage coming in here, and Svensko can throw in the heals, but the disarm over an OD is not going to be enough to keep him safe. Illidan barely alive, but one click will do it. Or one burst strike for that matter. Kodo still gets the last hit. And Dream in mid. Also already used ult, but almost dies to another Velos nuke. I think he got the tower and then ended up brawling a little bit. Something like that. Hey, I guess they get the best of both worlds. You get a bit of a skirmish going your way, get the tier 1 mid. You You still lose your tier 1 tower top, but it's not exactly the worst thing in the world at this point. Ethos on Senking, I mean, it seems a bit odd, doesn't it? It's basically you replace them with Blink Dagger. It's not quite as reliable in terms of allowing you to get in range for burst strikes. Can kind of act like that, and also gives you, okay, fight in mid, it just bursts down Dream. Makes. Well, still a force to be reckoned with here, especially this one position Lash. Level 10, maxed out Edict, maxed out Stun, but also this Pulse Nova. I mean, if they're level 1, it's 100 DPS. Only 20 mana.
Top tower is under attack.
That adds up. I mean, Ethos also gives you quite a good amount of stats, actually, that the Blink Dagger, of course, doesn't, so. Well,
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm not one to
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
to dismiss that, you know. Let's scan there from the Dyers. Actually smoking on top of it. Are they fast enough on the retreat here? Velo's hanging around. For some reason here, King R saw him.
Radiant are scanning.
Ooh, don't take a fight here. King R hacks up immediately. And that's the blink from BZ, so he comes a bit false down. Before any other items. Sayuf dips into the right. This is the entire Dire lineup.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
At this point, Empire, of course, they know about this. Caught glimpses of every one of them. No one's defending mid, no one's farming top. Ooh, they catch Sayuf though. What? The edge of that sentry water thing. Ah, they didn't have any other sentries though. Oof. Oof. They're just wasting a lot of time here. It's been the last 30 seconds or so in this jungle. Sure, you get the one kill on King R, but I think there was also Blink reveal even on the Centaur, so I think you're gonna be fine with that if you're Empire. I mean, the entire 5-man is a bit scary for Old Bot Gold, but only if they're the ones initiating. They once Blinks down and then just leverage the damage from the Shrek, but if they can't do that, I mean, just look at the net worth. The other course is starting to fall behind. Illidan doesn't. And spending so much time running around really hurts him as well. Spacey Z in the net worth department. Now the smoke being broken by Sayuf. He does have his own ult ready to go again. Blink stun. Spike Carapace is slowed down. The Hexes have turned us around, but now Dream in the middle of this. Already lost Sayuf. Signs coming through. Marden always going to in. Taylor gets the help from Vansko. They don't want to keep going here. Kodos. The imprisonment, another blink, another stun here. Epicenter still not being channeled up, but G coming in, nice little burst strike, but okay, a little bit late. He still gets the epicenter off, so that's a lot of damage. Illidan gonna be dropped down by the hammer. Double kill for Kodos. Now looking for more. G's down for the count. And Vansko's the last man standing, but I can't imagine he'll be standing for too much longer. That's an ultra kill for Kodos. What was that fight? It was so pensive, so like back and forth. Do we want to go in? It's like Opa Goals kind of said, all right, let's try, let's fight this, you know, let's go. And then burst strikes coming out in the epicenter doing some work, but mostly this OD. Yasha and Kaya, 3 null talismans. I didn't see how much damage I actually did in the fight recap, but that was certainly not what Old Bot Gold expected here 20 minutes into the game. So hey, now Aegis in hand as well on Dream.
I'll take your tribute.
They weren't ahead before, they're certainly ahead now. Especially with the kill on Medusa now. Hex down bottom on the Assassin, nice little extra snack for G to get, if they can even get it here. 10 more seconds until the Vendetta comes out. There's no actual detection on Valor, and they're like, oh yeah, well, it's fine. He's gonna be done. He's gonna be gone now. But, can I get him? Oh, yes they can. Only just. Guess they didn't realize that Indus was on cooldown for a while, so they didn't immediately chase him into the trees. Right, they got kind of lucky there. Oh. Atos blink dodged. Oh, don't want to take another fight here. Chop up this one. Burst Strike comes in. The Hexer turns around on the Sand King. A lot of damage being done here. Can't even get the mechanism off. I guess they got what I wanted here. King R. Oh my god, what? Storm on cooldown. Nothing else available here. No Atos or Yules on Leshrac this time, so Illidan going straight for the Bloodstone. Certainly would have hoped to have an extra TP cancel there. Was a lot committed too with the Serpent Walls and whatnot, but I guess he also tanked up a Soulbind in turn. Van's going with ping down. Sayuf. He saw him. Can't stop him. Could have self-ulted, but that would have been a huge cooldown. Would have probably still died with extra clicks coming in.
Grace unseen.
So, it's getting more and more to the point where you have to rely on Medusa. If you just look at his net worth here, G's kind of keeping up. But he's not getting far ahead. The rest of his team is really struggling here. They are looking for these kind of small little pickoffs here. Focusing on Grimstroke because of course still the Aegis on the Troll Warlord, so they will be able to get this one. Sayuf, little stuns here, Stream just goes in, but disarmed! Oh, so hard play up against this. Double kill for Illidan. At the same time, Burst Strike comes through. Man, okay, that's his turnaround. The Soulbind Epicenter being channeled up. Where's OD? Start directing away. They go with the BKB and hammer drops. Gets G and Illidan and Vanguard just for good measure as he drops out of the imprisonment. Meanwhile, in the back, Dream finally lets it over to go to finish off the Centaur. And this hurts so much. All but go. Like they can do is try and go for these small little pickups. I mean, they got the supports. You got the Aegis. You got a buyback there from Grimstroke, but all that doesn't really matter if you lose almost your entire team in the process. G's being involved, like he's not farming camps during this time. So he's being slowed down significantly by these kind of deaths. Whereas OD, like you just can't fight into him right now. Kodos, right place, right time, yeah, the BKB. To protect him here, just fuel up on that intelligence. And now looking for more healing. This Onyx Athletes got them out here early. False promise. Onto the Leshrac. More and more control. Nice double stun. There's also double stun for BZ though, doing a lot of work over towards King R with a follow from Illidan. Kodos in the middle gets another BKB off, makes his way through. Now there's the Arcane Orbs chunking away. That's Illidan going down. Valor at the same time also being run in. Another stun, but no one's actually following him now. TP out, Sayuf sees him, and what? Didn't even want to W him. Didn't want to spend the mana, it was not worth it here, so maybe looking for G. Plus he was ultimate just needing to walk away. Did another 3-for-1 exchange, and that was with so many stuns going either way. At this point it's not just OD who's hitting hard, it's also the Troll Warlord. Own BKB ready to go. I was touching on that in the draft. Without BKB, you can be disarmed, you can be stunned. But next time, when if you want to pop that, you can always just rely on a battle trance. You can always just bring people down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Team Empire, complete control of this game, and like again, if this wouldn't be perhaps that bad if G wasn't involved. in all of these team fights. If he was pushing down side lane or anything, but he's still struggling to finish up the butterfly at this point. And he's just not that scary right now. Oh, Shackle. Also try and turn this here. Should be able to bring down the assassin, but at what cost? Illidan goes down immediately. Velo running away, kind of being slowed down just a little bit by the soul bind, and he does end up dying here to the DD rune. Once again, G forced to use the ultimate defensively. And it got away easy there, honestly, considering that Dream also has the DD rune going. Could have been much, much worse.
Dire's structures are fortified.
But, well, that is still to come. And the catapult, and they're gonna have this tier 2 tower out of the way any moment. Question becomes, do you want to go high ground? Probably not, just because respawn times are still very low. Aegis might be coming back soonish, and there's still more, more tier 2s to take. And also your own lanes are being pushed in quite a bit, but I see an opportunity perhaps to bring down the OD. Cornus does get the BKB off, now he's running. Oh lord, he's running. Can they catch up to him? That's the biggest question of the day, but without Stampede, all they can get is King on. 10-0 and 5, that guy's beyond godlike. So this, at this point, bringing down this OD, it's one of these kind of plays that can actually get you back into it. If the right hero gets the last hit. As it stands,
Radiant's
at least you
top
got
tower
something.
is under attack.
What do you do with that? Fence gone Velo, what? Trying to catch somebody in the back, and this G is pushing out this lane. Do you really want to go for, make a play for tier 2 here? Pretty sure Empire will be very happy about that. Dream TPing back already. I've taken care of mid, and Senking with the Blink Dagger ready to go now? Like, Martin will be able to initiate any sort of fight. So, yeah. Much better idea to just get the hell out of there. Again, just you need to put all the eggs in the Medusa basket right now. This is the only chance on the side of hold but gold. You need to try and pump as much gold into Medusa as you possibly can. Try and dodge Empire. Try and keep these lanes pushed out as much as you can. And the downside is, all that means that you can't really contest Roche either.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But you can trade a tier 2 for it. Maybe even get a Nyx Assassin here. Long range Shackle, Blink Stun. So yeah, they're playing it as well. They know that Roshan is a real possibility. Drop the wards, they get themselves a tier 2, get themselves a free kill as Cyrus trying to slow it down. It's gonna be Cheese in the hands of OD, Aegis in the hands of Dream. You have to play this very patient, very long game. Like, again, keep these lanes pushed up. Make sure that Empire can actually feel too comfortable going high ground that they have to give up something in return. Even if it's just a tier 2 at this stage. But that's not something really that you want to give up if you're this far ahead. The problem with this kind of play style is that you need a lot of mobility to make that work, and right now I don't actually see any boots of travels or anything. So it's not particularly easy for ultimate gold, and it's also one of these things where if you mess up even once, it can all fall apart. If you get caught out with one of your split pushing heroes, and then you don't have a creep wave ready to go, or then you have a creep wave pushing in regardless, and you don't have buyback. Like, all of this can be very dangerous, especially if you try and make a play like this. See, it hacks over on the OD. Epicenter being channeled up. Burst Strike missing the OD. Heroes does still connect on the Shaman. They should just let him go at this point. That's what they're doing. Let's go to TP out. He does not apply back 50 seconds on the sidelines here, but still tier 2 in the way. But okay, this Dream, he just straight up goes in onto Illidan.
If you were a millennial,
Okay,
you would say wicked
he has his own Blink Dagger. And that makes things a little bit more awkward. This is a tier 2 in the way, but I'm not sure how much it'll be delaying things. BZZ is trying his best to push out top G. Did finish up the Battlefly, but
Dire's
not gonna
bottom
have
tower has fallen.
buyback even, does he? No. The only one who has buyback is the Centaur.
Dire's bottom
It's
tower
now 2 heroes on the sidelines. You don't actually have a way to protect Tygon. This is what I'm
Dire's
talking
bottom
about.
tower has fallen.
Very volatile kind of plays. Or
Dire's
very
bottom
volatile
barracks are
play
under
style
attack.
that they have to
Dire's
go for
bottom
here. So
barracks has fallen.
yeah, middle actually goes down and moving straight up to the tier 3 in mid.
Radiant's top tower is under
And we're
attack.
forcing gold to take engagement here. The Hex into the shackles.
Dire's bottom
Goes
barracks
in.
is
Stomp actually missing it from BCC. Stream pops the BKB. Nice little hammer. Okay, he's actually turning to Stony on the OD. Hammer dropping down still afterwards. She just straight up torn to pieces. The cheese will keep him safe. Triple kill for Kodos. Way beyond godlike at this point. BCC is the only one left standing. No one else can even come back into this game. And I think Ultimate Gold's going to have to face the fact that this is over. And it's GG. Well played. Outworld Devourer. What a hero. Every time again. I want to check how much damage she actually did with that ultimate. Damage. Kodos. 7,126 in total. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good, to say the least. So Team Empire coming in big here to drop game number 2, but still end up winning 2-1, which means they are going to be up against Virtus Pro in our next series. So stay tuned for that one.